last time it's been 3 or so weeks, so it's not all that often. But
just do as much as you can.
Okay,
You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. We're rolling. I'll give the countdown. In 3, 2, 1.
10 days. I could go even longer. As you can tell, I love this stuff. You think you do another day or two of this?
The content, yeah. I don't know if my body would hold up. I kind of started feeling kind of sick, but it's. I would love to do a couple more days if we had the people and the time. So
I'm surprised how many people got a cold this week and my
Yeah.
allergies and all that kind of stuff too. You guys suffered through it all.
Yeah.
Did the Radio Talent Institute reinforce what you were thinking about radio and what you want to do, or did it open your eyes to other opportunities in the business?
Yes and yes. It reinforced my interest in the programming side of the business. I already knew that was I guess exciting, and I now know that yes, it is exciting. But also the first 4 or 5 days, just talking about sales. That's not really a side of the business that I'd ever really considered that much, just because I kind of looked at sales as being, well, sales is sales, and sales isn't necessarily a part of radio, even though, I guess that was kind of a bad misconception to have, but I just hadn't really thought about it. So I'm definitely more open to that side of that side of things now. So
You met some pretty good professionals that work on that side of the business.
yeah.
What was your, maybe a tough one to answer, but what do you think was your favorite thing about the Radio Talent Institute?
I don't know. It's not that tough. Wednesday, when we went down to Charlotte, that was a lot of fun. Not just because we got out of the classroom, but just seeing those people in their own environment, and kind of helps you get a better understanding of what they do on a daily basis. So anytime you have, interaction with the people that goes just beyond, them standing there and giving you a lecture. The social hours, do kind of the same thing, and those were very beneficial, because you tend to kind of have certain walls, when you're giving a lecture and you ask them a question, they might give you a different answer, when they're being recorded in there, as opposed to, if we're over at, Portofino's. So,
Any particular person from social hours stand out in your mind?
I thought, I might be saying this just because this is freshest on my mind, but last night I talked to Julie, Jean and Julie, and she was very helpful. She was very interactive, and asked a lot of questions about us, and as opposed to us just sending her a mirage of questions. So yeah, I really enjoyed speaking to her. She was probably my favorite. Rozak was entertaining. I felt like once he got to social hour, he had been talking to us for like 3 hours, and then he was like the only one there. So he was still entertaining, but he was kind of still being interviewed because he was the only one that was there that afternoon. So.
Let's see. Do you think this, let's do it this way. Would you recommend the Radio Talent Institute to other students? And if yes, what would you say?
I totally would. It's 10 days that at the end of those 10 days you're going to be tired, but you're going to have learned a lot of things. And I guess, probably more than anything else, you're going to have met a lot of people. And whether or not you end up working with those people or contacting those people, whether you do or not, still the things you learn and take away from meeting those people and hearing them speak, will help you down the road. Or, if you do, then, that's even better, because you've met them, you have a reason to, send them that email that says, hey, I met you at, Kellar a year or two ago, or, whatever, you came and spoke, and I was very impressed, stuff like that.
You're a little bit unique then from some of the students in that you'd already worked at a radio station, WKSK, and done that. Does you had that perception of radio and that perspective on radio? Did it change any after doing this?
Well, I don't know. I would say that my perception of radio, having done that like before college, that changed just when I got to college, and because KSK, I was very happy for that opportunity. It gave me a chance just to crack the mic and kind of get over some of those oh, I've never done this kind of jitters. But it's night and day between working for KSK and working for a larger commercial station anywhere else. So I wouldn't say that that the institute changed that, but at the same time, hearing the executive vice president of Curtis Media talk. Curtis, even though they're a large company, that they still aren't iHeartMedia in the fact that they're very, very corporate, I guess. So that was kind of good to hear. Just good to hear him say that because that interests me. Working for a company who I feel like their upper management isn't in a corner office somewhere in Chicago, and I work in Florida, and I can't ever actually interact with those people. So I like that idea.
And as I've told you several times, starting at KSK really is a terrific thing that they've given you that opportunity. Any final comments you'd like to add?
I would just say that it's been a terrific experience, and reiterate the fact that I would definitely recommend it to anyone else that wants to try to get into the business.
Okay.
That's about it. Thanks.